Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to the JC2K video. Today we are going to be doing a ranking of my top 10 the top 10 best shooting guards in the game right now, in my opinion. So the way that I'm going to be doing this, and the way that I'll be doing the rest of these top 10 position rankings that I'll be dropping over the next week or so, I will be including cards at the shooting guard position that can play the shooting guard position. Some people may want to play, may not like that, may prefer a positional listing where they're each independent and different with 10 different players on each position. But to me personally, I believe that if you can play the position, you should be ranked at that position based on where I believe you fall. And for that reason, there will be players on this list, a couple of them that were on the point guard list, and there will be players from this list that you will probably see on the small forward list as well. So, yeah, before we hop into it, if you haven't, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're like 20-something subs away from 1.2K. I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button so we could get to that very, very soon. And yeah, again, I appreciate all the support as of late. Hope you all enjoy the video. So let's hop right into it. At the number 10 position, I have the guy who was the number 2 ranked point guard on this list, and that is Pistol Pete Maravich. I did go over him in the point guard position, but the reason that I think he's the second best point guard and only the 10th best shooting guard is twofold. For one, the shooting guard position I feel like is much stronger than the point guard position, but also he's only 6'5", only has a 6'8" wingspan, so he's a little bit undersized at the shooting guard position. He only comes with gold showtime. He has steady shooter, unfortunately, which is not a badge that you really want, especially on current gen, which is where I play. Everything else, he has really good stats, really good badges. He's not really missing a lot, but me personally, I don't like his base. Admittedly, as good as it is, the Rayon base is very good. I don't like it as much as like a base 98 or Dwayne Wade base or base like that. And I think that's the type of base that he would really need to be as good of a 300 as another card that we will see on this list, and move him up this list a little bit. So because he's a little bit undersized, only has gold showtime, and comes with steady shooter, I personally believe he is only the 10th best shooting guard in the game. At the number 9 shooting guard position, we have this 98 overall Vince Carter card, and I think this card gets very overlooked by the Myteam community in many ways. I know he only has 30 Hall of Fame badges, which is not a ton, but we will see cards higher up on this list that people use more that have less Hall of Fame badges than that. That being said, when you look at the Hall of Fame badges that he has Hall of Fame Showtime, Hall of Fame Range Extender, Hall of Fame Flexible Release, Hall of Fame Deadeye, Hall of Fame Handles for Days, Quick First Step, Unpluckable, Clamps, Intimidator, Pogo Stick. He's got some really, really good Hall of Fame badges. He's not really missing one of those 4 key big Hall of Fame badge: Showtime, Range Extender, Quick First Step, and Clamps. Those are like the 4 key Hall of Fame badges I feel like to have in this game, and he has all 4 of those. His jump shot is good. He's got 90 plus stats and everything that matters. He's an amazing dunker. He catches really good animations. He's got decent size at 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan. His hot zones are good. There's nothing really to dislike about this card, and yet I'm not going to put him any higher than 9 because I don't feel like he plays amazing in game typically, but I think he's a fun card to use. I think he's a good card. I think he definitely deserves his spot at the number 9 position, despite the fact that some people don't love him as much as I do. At the number 8 position, we have this 96 overall Terry Dischinger. Terry's just one of those guys who, kind of like Kawhi, has a huge player model, 6'7", 7'3", but he looks bigger than that. Defensively, he only comes with gold clamps, but he plays amazing defense because of his player build. He has the Hall of Fame Quick First Step, Hall of Fame Range, and Flexible, Hall of Fame Showtime. His stats are exceptional. He comes with the Rudy Gay base, which is an absolutely amazing jump shot. I love that. And then Pro 2, the Curry slide, and then Pro 8 moving crossover as well. He's just an absolute beast of a card all the way around. He's got hot zones everywhere outside the 3-point line. I know he only has 17 Hall of Fame badges, but this card can ball. I love his release. I love his dunk animations. He plays good defense for me. Everything about this card I still really like. I think he 100% deserves to be at the number 8 spot on the shooting guard list. At the number 7 spot, we have Galaxy Opal Brandon Ingram, which dropped last weekend in the Flash 8 set, sorry. And he's 6'7", 7'3" wingspan. Another guy whose player model is bigger than what he's listed at, in my opinion. Really good hot spots, 28 Hall of Fames coming with Showtime, Range Extender, Flexible Release, Quick First Step, Tight Handles, Heart Crusher, Intimidator. Another guy who only has that gold clamps, but his player model makes up for it, I feel like. Coming with really, really good stats. He's super fast. He feels really, really fast. He's one of those guys who's got a huge player model and feels really fast off of the burst. The jump shot's good. It's quick. It's easy to green. He comes with that Curry slide again. And yeah, he's just another one of those really, really good all-around cards that I absolutely love on the offensive end of the court. Plus, who plays really good defense despite their defensive stats and badges being just slightly a little bit lacking. So for that reason, I still have him at the number 7 position. At the number 6, we have Dark Matter Michael Jordan. And there may be some people who would put this Michael Jordan higher than I have him, but I am putting him at the number 6 position because I just, well, really 2 reasons. 1, I struggle to green his release sometimes, and 2, I feel like he doesn't play quite as good defense as sometimes he should, just because he's a little bit small. As good as his stats and listed wingspan and stuff are, he's 6'6", 6'11" wingspan, like that should be good. He feels a little bit small, and occasionally I feel like he just gets burned on defense, isn't the true lock that he should be. Sometimes he's amazing, sometimes he's not. That being said, he comes with Hall of Fame Showtime, Hall of Fame Range, Hot Zone Hunter, Flexible, Degree Machine, Handles for Days, Unpluckable, Clamps, Interceptor, Intimidator. He comes with most of the major Hall of Fame badges that you want in this game, and just a really, really good all-around card. I do enjoy using his card. When he's playing good for me, I think he's a top 5 shooting guard. I'm just too inconsistent with him. Maybe it's because I haven't used him enough, but he just feels a little bit small as well. He does have the Curry slide, of course. Moving behind the back of Pro 3 is really good as well. Just a really good all-around card. I do enjoy using this card. I just do think there are a few shooting guards who are slightly better than him on this list. At the number 5 position, we have the guy who is the number 1 point guard on my point guards list, and that is the Galaxy Opal Luka Doncic. The reason that I have this Luka above MJ, even though MJ's stats and badges are better, is 2. For 1, Luka's taller, even though he has a shorter wingspan. He does have a bigger player model, so I feel like that helps him on the defensive end, even though I wouldn't say he's as good as MJ on the defensive end, because he's definitely not. But he does come with Hall of Fame Showtime, Hall of Fame Range, Hall of Fame Deadeye, Hall of Fame Flexible. In my opinion, the easiest to green, most consistent release in the game in the Dante Exum base. I love that release so much. He's got Hall of Fame Unpluckable, Quick First Step, Intimidator. And defensively, he's not bad, even though he only has good clamps. If you can get one with Hall of Fame clamps added, which is a very common badge that you will actually find on Luka Doncic because of how good he is, it makes him better on the defensive end. And I mean, he does everything you need. He's a perfect 3 hunter. He can play the 2 for you perfectly, I feel like, in his ability to create shots for himself and for others. He's just an amazing all-around card. I personally use him at the point guard position. I recommend that most people who have this card use him at the point guard position, at least with the cards that we have out right now, but he's still an elite option at the shooting guard position as well. At the number 4 shooting guard position, we have John Havlicek, who is basically Pete Maravich but better, in my opinion. John Havlicek, I feel like, moves slightly better than Pete Maravich. He doesn't have as many Hall of Fame badges, but he does come with the Hall of Fame Range and Hot Zone Hunter, Hall of Fame Deadeye, Hall of Fame Quick First Step, and Flexible Handles for Days. Clamps, having that is big, that he has that Hall of Fame clamps over Pete Maravich. Or no, Pete Maravich has that, I'm sorry. My bad. But having that clamps, Heart Crusher, Intimidator, Pickpocket, I feel like he's better on the defensive end than Pete. He just feels better overall, to me personally. And yes, he only has gold showtime similar to Pete. He's only 6'5", 6'8" wingspan, just like Pete. But the thing about this card that separates him from Pete, I feel like, is his defensive animations for 1, but also the fact that he has jump shot 98, which on quick I think is the best jump shot for 3 hunting in the game, just because of how easy it is to get off and easy it is to green. Exceptional jump shot. He comes with a Curry slide. John Havlicek is the best 3 hunting card in the game. He's like Juan Carlos Navarro, but at point guard, and I think but at shooting guard, and I think he's a better option than Juan Carlos. Just an absolute monster of a card. I love using him. He's still my bench shooting guard to this day. At the number 3 position, we have Mr. Kawhi Leonard, leaving 2 guys for number 1 and number 2, who I think y'all probably would have expected to be number 1 and number 2. But that being said, Kawhi only comes with 22 Hall of Fame badges, but Hall of Fame Showtime, Range Extender, Quick First Step, Flexible Handles for Days, ton of defensive badges, Clamps, Defensive Leader, Heart Crusher, Intimidator, Pick Dodger, Pickpocket. Those key badges, he comes with a ton of really good ones. Kawhi's defensive animations are different. They're truly different. He has the best defensive animations in the game, in my opinion, on ball, and I don't think it's particularly close. He just plays so well and such lockdown defense on that end of the court. He's just exceptional. Also, he comes with the Ray Allen base, but I like his upper better than Pete Maravich's. They both have Hall of Fame steady, but I notice Kawhi's less. I think his release is super easy to green. It's pretty consistent to me. I don't notice Hall of Fame steady messing with it much. And he's also got a really big player build. 6'7", 7'3" wingspan, hot zones everywhere. Coming with the Curry slide. He's a better Terry Dishinger with elite defense is basically what he is. Like top of the line, amazing defense. He's just an incredible card. I really, really love this card. Still use him off my bench as my small forward as well. At the number 2 position, we have Mr. DeMar DeRozan, who is, in my opinion, the second best shooting guard in the game. I think there are a lot of people who would argue that he's the best on current. I don't think many people would argue that he's the best on next gen, because I don't think he is, but he is an amazing card. I think you could make the argument that he's the best on current. I think the number 1 and number 2 are very, very close. They're basically clones of each other. Y'all know who number 1 is. But he's 6'7", 6'9" wingspan, pretty decent player model. It's not as big as Kawhi's, but it's still a large player model. Great hot zones, elite stats all the way around. I mean, he's not missing much. He's fast. He can do it all. Hall of Fame Showtime, flexible, hot zone hunter, range extender, handles for days, quick first step up, pluckable clamps, interceptor, intimidator, pick, dodger, pogo stick. I mean, he's not missing much. He's got that Trey Burke base with Kobe Bryant upper on quick, same release as T-Mac, comes with a Curry slide, comes with good behind the back, pretty decent crossover. Like, everything about this card is phenomenal. He's just an incredible all-around card. I love him at the 2, I love him at the 3. I don't have him on my team personally because I do believe that the number 1 is slightly better, but he's an amazing card. You will never regret picking him up for your lineup. At the number 1 position, we have T-Mac, who is literally DeMar DeRozan, but an inch taller. I believe that extra inch makes him feel better on defense. He's got a longer wingspan as well. He feels better on the defensive end for me personally. Also having clamps, heart crusher, intimidator, interceptor, pogo stick, pick, dodger. He comes with all the same shooting badges. He does have Hall of Fame steady shooter, which is annoying. On next gen, that's blinders, which I think helps him more. But I do notice that occasionally on current gen, he does shoot some straight arms from me, which is a little bit annoying. But I still think that doesn't take away from this card and what he can do. He catches probably the best contact dunks of any shooting guard in the game. Hall of Fame Showtime. Hall of Fame quick first step, pluckable. He moves faster than any shooting guard in the game as well. He's 97 speed acceleration, 96 feet of ball with his player model. It's ridiculous. He is so incredibly good with the ball in his hands. And he's got that same amazing jumper as well. Also has the Curry slide, has the same dribble sticks. He's literally DeMar DeRozan, but slightly better in every way except for shooting on current gen, in my opinion. On next gen, you could say he's probably a better shooter as well. I just think that him being a better defender, him being a slightly better slasher than DeMar, in my opinion, pushes him to the top and makes him the best shooting guard in the game. But that's going to do it for this video. This is my top 10 shooting guards list. Let me know what you thought of it. Who's too high, who's too low. Yeah, I would be happy to debate with y'all in the comments section down below. Just let me know what your thoughts are. If you enjoyed, please make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of this video again, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Less than 25 subscribers away from 1.2K, trying to hit that in the near future, and I would really appreciate your support. Yeah, that's going to do it for this one. We'll be back with another 2K video very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.